What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Games That Define Us. We are the Arcade Tokens. I'm Patrick Cloud.
Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slicklip.
And I'm the anomaly Will Pharaoh.
And we have a special guest today, Twitcher model Morg.
What's up?
That was a shitty intro. I realized I don't know that much about you.
It's okay.
But I do know you do Twitch, but do you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
I am a full-time model and personal trainer. Mainly, like some of my bigger clients are Nike and those sportswear clients and fitness stuff. And I stream on Twitch, so yeah.
When you see the next Air Max campaign roll out, more than likely you're gonna see Morg up there. She's always rocking Air Maxes or anything fitness coming out. From Nike.
the Air Max 270s was my biggest campaign. I was the female face for the women's 270s. So
nice.
Yeah, it was pretty rad.
Big moves.
Okay,
big moves.
Nike model, and Twitcher.
Yes.
I did it the reverse order. Okay.
See, I thought you was finna finish when you was like model, and then when you was gonna add another thing, you was like model more. I was like, oh.
No, that's right, because that is my Twitch name, Model Morg. Yeah. So he was right.
I was like, he's gonna keep going. I was like, oh no, he's finished.
So as you guys know, in Games That Define Us, we all bring a game that we played coming up, or even recently, that just somehow affected us as the gamers that we are today. So we're each going to bring a game, and then at the end we're going to play a different game called Play, Download, Delete, and we will explain that when we get there. So yeah, usually we have a couple of arcade tokens go first. Anybody want to go?
I'll go first. I will go first. So I'm bringing us back to the realm of Xbox. This was probably hands down. I don't need that, sir. I do not need that Xbox slander.
Just get it out. Just get it out. Let's go ahead and
on the top.
Pass it.
Okay. And see, I was about to come in this very pleasantly and bring this in, but now I'm about to be an a-hole. Let me tell you about the greatest game on the greatest system ever created. You know what I'm saying? The good old Green X. When it starts, you already know you about to have an experience. And this experience had you up all night playing with your friends and kicking ass. This game is Left 4 Dead, the greatest zombie shooting game of all times. I don't want to hear no slap. I don't even want to see the faces. Take them faces off.
I like this game.
This is the greatest game. It's straight like as Patrick's go-to phrase. It's the meat and potatoes. It's not complicated. The zombie apocalypse has broken out. It's 4 of you. You have a certain setting you can be in, and your job is to try to find somewhere and get away out of the area safely. It was so the first one had a black guy, an old white man that looked like he was in the military, and then the biker that obviously is racist, and the white girl that was buying meth from him. That's how this premise starts.
That's the formula for zombie survival.
Right. And so you and your friends and your team, you got to go through to try to get to the different safe houses and walk through and get throughout the city. But in doing so, you got to deal with zombies. You also got to deal with hordes that may come out of nowhere. And the sounds when you do
watch out for those hordes.
Yeah, it is really, really cool, especially in here. And then not only that, you got to deal with these crazy monsters that have been like mutated here within the world. So you got like the big tank. Have y'all ever seen Extraordinary?
I got you, Will. We got the tank, we got the smokers, we got the hunters, we got the little imps,
the boomers,
we got the witch.
Screaming girl.
Who's the what?
Who's the one that screams?
So we got the witch.
I think it's the witch.
So the witch, just picture like it's a pale white woman in her underwear and a sports bra, just in fetal position in the middle of a corner, and she wailing. Now you thinking like, yo, you want to go help her, and then she just start lashing out at you with these claws. That's how I know a black person
to kill. Yeah.
Right. That's how I know a black person made this game. A black man made this game because you're supposed to go around her and not bother her. You've been taught. So I love this game, and they have an online mode, and this was like really before this was right when like online was starting. But to be able to go online with your friends, do these campaigns to where you can go run through, you could do these missions, or you could do the horde, or you could do it to where opposite team are the monsters and they got to try to stop you from getting to the checkpoint and completing the level. And so it was really cool. Like they had gas cans to set people on fire. The guns were really cool. Regular AK-47s. You can have double pistols and stuff that were unlimited for the pistols. And then you just had
that scared me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like this game is like
I could never play this game.
So I love this game. I never get tired of
fast zombies.
Yeah, these are all World War Z zombies.
God.
Yes.
They take
a horde.
They can run quite fast, right?
Yes, they can. And so it's crazy too, because it's like what it teaches you is you have to stick together. And then too, if you put it on hard, what's so funny is it really shows you how people are. Because on hard mode, they take off friendly fire. So like if you shoot, you can pop somebody and then knock them out. And then like at the end, you have like a whole mission where it's like you got to stand your ground. So like hordes are coming, all the special monsters are coming. And so you got to fight like 3 rounds of those. And then they'll be like, hey, the boat's finally here. Let's make it to it. And there's nothing worse than a horde come and get you like this when you right by the boat and the level's about to end. And then a smoker wraps his tongue around you and drags you back further into the stage while your friends are on the boat. And it shows all these survivors survive and RIP to you.
I do remember
I could never play that game. That's too terrifying.
I think I'm tempted to go ahead, Khadeem.
I was gonna say that shout out to Left 4 Dead 2. Obviously, we're talking about the first one, but Left 4 Dead 2, in fact, just got an update October 14th, 2020, called Left 4 Dead 2: The Last Stand. Just dropped. It almost took them 9 years to actually get an update out for that game.
Wow.
So it's been quite some time. So let me make sure. It's the first. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. In 8 years. First major update in 8 years for Left 4 Dead.
People are still playing this game.
Left 4 Dead 2 is better.
Like that?
Oh yeah, Left 4 Dead.
Wow.
Yeah. So after 8 years, they got an update for it, as well as there actually is a connection between the first one and the second one. You can actually run into a few of the characters that are in the first one. You run into them in the second campaign. And I think one of them ended up dead. Like you actually find out like what actually happened to some of these characters in the first one, in the second game. So it's pretty damn dope.
Will, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that this game, it makes it better depending on who you play with? Because I think about like the zombie modes, like in the Call of Duty games, and it's fun when you have like good company, right? Would you say that?
Yeah. Anytime you have like a four-player co-op game, the better your people are, the better you have at a stance. Because like a lot of people will try to do it like on their own, and you can't because the monsters won't allow you to do that. So you could be like trying to go like out on your own, trying to scout ahead, just killing everybody, and then you get to the safe house first. But like if a smoker or a hunter grabs you, that's it, and we can't get to you yet until that happens. And now we know that's laying somewhere else. So it is really about having a strategy, being able to move around and get through these things together. Otherwise, you're gonna be asked out. And the cool thing is too, you get to find like little glitches in the game and stuff like that as far as strategies that work. Like one of the things they have, like right now, they're in the city. So this is like the no mercy level. So the last level is they have to go through the city. They have to get to the hospital, go all the way up to the hospital and get there and wait for the helicopter to come get them. But of course, they're sending out these smoke signals, so the horde is on their way. So you got to defend yourself while you're waiting on them. So you got to find a strategy of where to kind of hide up, where to really place yourself. Who's the good shooter? Who's the sniper? Who's the good person with the M16? Who's the person with the double pistols? Like me, I was a double pistols guy. Like I could take out anybody headshot with double pistols. And you keep using that, Molotov grenades and stuff like that, gas canisters to set stuff on fire. It's a really fun version of being able to be in a zombie apocalypse and really know like how your friends would be if this was going down. Unlike zombies, like zombies is kind of like World of Warcraft, Call of Duty zombies is more like
just survival mode, yeah. And then you get a break period, yeah.
Yeah, now this one y'all gotta work together.
Nice.
I feel like this game was like the response to people who didn't like the Resident Evil series. Like it was pretty much the exact opposite of everything. It was fast paced. The zombies were fast. You had a whole bunch of ammo, a whole bunch of guns, which was the exact opposite of Resident Evil. And I feel like this was one of the games I feel like I missed out on because I was kind of checked out of Xbox by then, by 360. But everybody I knew that had Xbox that was playing this game, like I always had fun with this. Is this the game that like the checkpoints are like those closed off armories. So every time you get to an armory, that was like the format of this game is really fun with other people. I feel like it'd be a cool split screen. But I don't have
we gotta do this on split screen. We gotta do this on split screen.
I don't have an Xbox. Not getting one.
Well, luckily,
get a PC.
No, Khadeem, you are the keeper of games. You can make this happen. Okay. And I don't want to hear none of that BS because Patrick got an Xbox behind him right now. He just ain't unboxed. You got one. Touch it. Open it up. Let's play Left 4 Dead.
Somewhere around there.
It's somewhere around there.
Oh, shoot. I do have an Xbox somewhere in here.
Yes,
you do.
It's the one after the 360. What was after the 360?
That's the one. Xbox One.
Stop it.
We're
going next game. Next game.
Who is doing this?
Morgan, this is what I go through with the Xbox slander. I try to give Xboxes shit.
So I had some heat. I had some heat the other day from CP and Khleo. It was on my neck about the Xbox, but I stood my ground because that's
what was the first Xbox called then?
It's the Xbox.
Yeah, it was just Xbox.
So it's Xbox, then Xbox 360, then Xbox One.
Yep.
Then Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X.
There it is.
They said this in 720. Yeah.
That's the small one. That's the one. That's the one you said the speaker.
The next Xbox is going to be called the first Xbox.
Don't act like they don't do that. No, they don't do that with iPhones now. Like the iPhone 11 Max, the iPhone 11
At least the numbers make sense.
Exactly.
These make sense. If you, it's only been 3 versions.
360 to 1. Please explain 360 to 1.
Explain why that don't make sense. Explain why that don't make sense.
Are you kidding me?
What? What do you mean?
There's literal numbers. There's a 360, 360.
One. So what happens? You do a 300.
Explain why that doesn't.
Will, I'm here with you. I'm here with you too. I'm right here.
You do a 360. What you come back to? 1. Hello, but you PlayStation.
I was right there too. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, it's cool. It's cool. You know,
hold on, Will. I got you.
I was with Will too. I'm right there.
No. Say that again.
360. You do a 360. Where that bring you back to? 1.
If you're talking about turning around,
yeah, he's talking about revolution. He's
really talking
about 360 degrees. He's talking about degrees. If that's the case, go Xbox Revolution then.
So you're saying that
for one full
their rollout order is
way
math.
Better.
It's math. It's not numbers. It's not letters. It's math that they're doing.
They're a computer company. What do you want from them?
Something better. Something no.
You know who Bill Gates is. What more do you want?
First of all, when you do a 360, the numbers keep going. Because if you spin again, it's a 720. The numbers keep going up. You wouldn't go back to 1.
Pat,
so that makes no sense.
Pat, let me ask you a question. Right now, you're at 1. Do a full circle right now in your chair. Where are you back to?
I thought we were talking about degrees, though.
360 was for sure for degrees.
360 is degrees, right?
Right. Yeah. If you want to keep
if we're talking about degrees, then it would not end at 1. It would. The number keeps going. It doesn't make sense.
There's nothing you can say that
perfect sense.
Microsoft get away with what they've done with naming their consoles.
Listen, it's okay that they weren't boring and was like 2, 3, 4. But like, look, we about to come with a hit. 5.
So nothing 361 X.
And then series. No, series now.
Series.
We're at series.
S and X.
Xbox One, Xbox Series X. And name another thing that's been like that. Like, you don't hear the iPod 1, the iPod 2. That's only you basic consoles that's doing it. You don't never hear the Nintendo 3. You don't say nothing about 64 and then GameCube. Wow, that makes sense.
Let's be real.
iPhones are using numbers. What are you talking about?
iPhones are using numbers for sure. Nintendo has made sure to name each and every single one of their consoles something that is timely. We love it. Every single name of the console that's come out, I've loved. And they're all dope. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii U.
What the fuck is a Wii?
I know.
What is a Wii? Yeah, let's not bypass over that. That just makes sense. Nintendo
you mean one of the most best-selling consoles of all time?
Don't matter about that. The name can still suck like Ninja 5.0. So again,
Ninja Cop is amazing. Shut up.
It is, but the name is horrible. The name trash.
Leave my ninja cop alone.
But we're veered off, man. Look, we've been enough
swinging at everything.
All right,
We just went through a full algebra lesson.
Yes.
We already
geometry, whatever.
Right, we already go back to Xbox slander anyway. So I'm done with my game. Left for Dead.
Slander. Xbox slander.
Tons and tons of Xbox slander. I'll go next, man. The game I'm bringing to the table today is a Naruto game that was actually not on a PlayStation or a Xbox. It was actually portable, and it was on the PSP. Big shout out to my brother Khadeem, because he gave me a birthday present. I was like, bro, it's a black and red PSP. I still have it, and I love it till today. This game is called Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes. This was the first multiplayer game for the PSP in the Naruto universe that was Wi-Fi enabled. Meaning, if someone else had the game around you, you could play this game and go up against each other. You can make your own team. One more time. If
someone had,
if. But it's crazy because like when this game came out, it's like I wasn't in school anymore. So I can only imagine the kids who did have PSPs, and when Naruto was popping for them in middle school, bro, they for sure was going at it in the classrooms with this. They had to have been.
Oh, this don't look bad either.
You get a chance to choose you choose your 3 characters from whatever team. You could be Team 7, Team 8, whatever. Team Kakashi, Team Kurenai. You can get Naruto, Choji, Gaara, Itachi's in the game, Sasuke. I want to say, of course, Rock Lee is in it, Neji too. And it was for sure a great fighting game for the portable system. I wish they would have brought some of the modes in this game over to the actual regular consoles. They didn't. But each one of them had their own special moves, of course, just like they do in the actual anime. I love the 3v3 thing simply because it reminds me of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 setup. It would for sure was a game that I would love to maybe get a remaster for, just like this, next gen consoles. PS5.
They went to the whole Ninja Storm thing and haven't really looked back. The whole 3D fighting.
I'm good. That's the problem. I hated where fighting games had went, where you would put the anime characters both on the same screen, and then if they were further away from each other, a line would come down the middle of your screen, and you two would just be far as hell on the separate sides of the levels.
What did that?
I'm sorry?
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball started that crazy shit.
Yeah,
not a fan of that. But this is up there for me, so if you're a Naruto fan, if you're an anime fighter fan, please do yourself a favor and get your hands on a PSP and try to play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes. I believe there's Ultimate Heroes 2 and Ultimate Heroes 3, right, Kadeem?
Yeah, there's a few more, for sure, but this is the original.
So I'm pretty sure they just added onto the roster of, the incredible characters that the Naruto universe has. Yeah, it's up there for me. This is a game for sure.
I don't know how I missed... Like, I was just so stubborn about Naruto. Like, I didn't miss all the games. I didn't see any, it was crazy how much I just, shunned it because of Dragon Ball. Like,
we did, though. Initially, I think we all did, because we grew up with DBZ being our god tier anime. That's just what it was. That was our entryway, our gateway to that genre of entertainment. But the next generation had Naruto. Toonami-wise, they had this. So this was their god tier. But we're not the kids anymore, so we couldn't relate. But when we all stepped back and went and watched it, all of us got down with it. Naruto's a top tier anime classic for sure.
Well, at least the Chunin exams. The first 3 seasons are fire.
Just that. Did they ever? They don't even finish the Chunin exams.
No, because shit goes south. Garo shows up. They blow up the whole village.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Right.
So how many didn't Naruto have a whole bunch of
Why? Say it right.
What?
It's Naruto. Say it right.
You never know
you're not gonna Michael B. Jordan your way through this one, okay? It's Naruto.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the way to say this old trash ass anime. I'm so sorry. Naruto, as
Shots
I said.
fired.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, the comments are coming. I'm not even worried about
They're
it.
gonna tear them apart. Go ahead, Will.
You got it, bro.
I'm so scared. I'm so sorry. I'm so terrible. Bro,
she was kind of nice.
I say that to say, didn't they have a whole bunch of different games? Because I do distinctly remember around the time Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was out. I remember them talking about a fighting game for, what's the name of it so I don't mess it up again?
Naruto.
Yeah, and they were telling me just like how we were kind of describing the new things with Budokai in Tenkaichi, the dodge and the new scenes, having all the characters. like folks were talking just as much like that with this game. They were just like with these games, they were like, yo, they updated this, they're doing this. This is a little bit better to use like whatever your Shaolin Shakin style, whatever you shooting that's like Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. But you can use that a lot better in these games and stuff like that. So just like you said, it really is like a whole culture we missed out. And from seeing this game looks dope.
We were too old.
Crazy.
We were too old, bro. Think about it when did this game roll out? I think this game came out in 2000 and it looks like it came out in 2000. Sorry, guys.
I missed the whole PSP era too.
2003. First release 2003. Think of where you were in 2003.
2003.
We weren't in middle school. We weren't coming home from school going right to Tsunami before we did homework.
I was in middle school.
We're not checking this. I'm sorry?
I was in middle school.
Oh, well, excuse me, Morgan.
I was in what 2003?
You talking about 2003? I thought 8th grade, right?
Yeah,
No,
I was like 2001. I was 5th.
Oh,
okay. I was in the 9th grade.
I was in the 8th grade in 2003. Yeah. I'm 08.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm 06. So yeah, I think 9th grade. We were still going to watch Dragon Ball Z because that was around the time. Yeah, that was still around the time.
8th grade was prime Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, this was around the time Frieza was just getting ready to die.
Yeah, that was back for Frieza.
Yeah, then it was like we got this new shit. We was like, Cell, who the fuck is Cell?
The Naruto Ultimate sold over 20 million copies worldwide as of December 2019. So, you know, the fact that you guys are just now seeing this gameplay and you guys co-sign it, it lets you know why so many people through the years have been able to buy this game and really enjoy it. Over 20 million copies as of 2019. What were you saying, Morg?
Oh, I was going to ask you, did you have a specific character that you liked to play with most?
Yeah, Gaara. I think my team was Gaara, Naruto, and who else was banned? I think it was Sasuke. They had their own team name because that was the other big part about this game. If you pick 3 characters, it unlocked like a how can I describe it? It unlocked a title within the game of that what those 3 would be called. So like Naruto, Sasuke, and Gaara were like the banned sons or something like that. I was like, that's pretty fire. I was like, that's
let me look up those names. The names were actually really dope. Yeah, because you just didn't know what they were called. And obviously, this is coming from the actual game. So obviously, this is an official name for these three. If they were ever together, this is what they would be called. So it was actually kind of cool for that. Yeah. And to pull that off. So it's a good game.
I guess you guys go check it out, man. Get your hands on a PSP. You can find one out there probably on eBay or Amazon for the low. Grab yourself one. Go get this game and go weeb out a little bit, man. To all my Naruto fans out there, go get this one.
Or you could just get Dragon Ball Z and then really have a good game to play, and then feel better about yourself.
I was prepared to hate on this, but it actually looks really fun.
It does.
I don't like PSP. I just didn't. When it came out, I was just like, I don't want that.
So Pat, can I ask you then, Pat? Because I see like either you had a PSP and you loved it. If I can speak correctly on that, Khleo, right? Like you did enjoy your PSP, right?
Mm-hmm.
He still does, clearly.
Right. But what was it like? Pat, what was it about it though? Because for some reason we may be in the same boat. What was it for you? Just it didn't grab you to want to go get.
I feel like I outgrew portable games for a number of reasons. Like I used to play my Game Boy all the time. I had a Game Boy Color, Advance, and all that stuff. And the main places that I would play it was when I was like younger, in the car with my mom or on the bus or something like that. And me at home playing video games, I'd rather just look at a big TV. So it's like I couldn't really get with the small screen. Plus, I started getting like a little car sick when I played it in moving vehicles. So I just like really committed to console games and stopped worrying about portable games. Even to the point where if I had like a favorite series, like if there was a new Zelda game, if it was portable, I wouldn't count it as part of the series.
Doesn't even care about the lore at all. Like,
I just.
So Majora's Mask. Pat's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, it was just like it wasn't my thing anymore, portable games. So I don't know. I just kind of checked out.
We give a lot of portable game slander here. Khadeem's a huge portable game fan for everyone listening and watching. For me though, like I was doing a lot of traveling at that time and I had nothing. Like I just had I couldn't plug in a PlayStation 2 any damn where, like whenever I want it. So my brother was definitely the one that opened up my eyes as far as getting a PSP and like loading it up with games. I mean, Khadeem hacked my first PSP, and I had Final Fantasy 7 and 8 on there, which the games weren't even supposed to play on there, but he hacked it and put the emulator on it. I actually ended up playing Pokemon Fire Red off of this thing too. All because
Really?
Pokemon stuff is cool.
Oh yeah, no, the Game Boy Advance emulator on that PSP is the best emulator I've ever played.
For that one, was it full on the Pokemon,
Yeah,
or was it
cropped, right? Or was it cropped?
It still played it just like how the actual
right.
screen would have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can make it full screen if you wanted to. You can scale it out. Like,
I love playing Pokemon on my Game Boy.
yeah, you know, it'll just make it fit. It'll just literally make it fit. It's one of the best emulators. And by the way, that team that you're talking about, it's called Those Who Know Loneliness. It's Naruto, Gaara, and Sasuke.
That's
that
the
was
one.
The team name.
Those Who Know Loneliness. That's a sad name. How's that supposed to hype you up before a fight?
No, but like, you know, if you watch Naruto, you know that it's really their story.
No, absolutely. But you're about to fight like the lonely team. That just seems weird.
All I'm saying is this: we had the Ginyu squad, and that was fire.
Really?
Ginyu squad with ass.
Looking back on Ginyu Force, bro, like all we really had was Chase and Burter.
Chase and Burter were fire. Other than that, though,
so free.
Raccoon was whack. Goldo was whack.
Y'all wildin'.
Y'all whack. Moses were whack.
And don't let them fight Team Lonely. That'd be a wash.
Yeah, no, Chase and Burter probably beat all the ass.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Now that Captain Ginyu switched with him, what you mean?
No, I'm saying
what you mean?
The Dragon Ball side would win that fight. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not. You think so?
Yes.
I think so. They were trying to do the comparison. I don't think anyone from Dragon Ball Z is probably gonna beat anyone up from Naruto. Just the way that works.
All right. Well, Morg, you've seen how this goes as far as letting you know the game that defines you. So you are up. The floor is yours.
All right. Well, I would have to, well, first, before I get into what actually defined me, I, like Patrick, was a very big Game Boy girl. I loved playing little Pokemon and Super Mario Brothers, even on the original game console that Super Mario's was on. That was like one of my first games, including Rayman. But for me, as a gamer who loves shooting games, I fell in love with the Halo series, preferably the first 1, 2, and 3. But the first one was what really kind of defines me as a gamer, because that was my first experience having that multiplayer culture as well as doing a campaign mode. And the campaign mode was dope. I played with my brother almost every day. We would do the first however many levels. I can't remember how many, but there was one specific level that used to terrify me so much. And if you guys are familiar, if you guys have ever played it, it's called the Library. And basically there's like these, as you can see on the screen, there's like these little, I don't know, I didn't know what I called them when I was younger, but you see these big, huge popcorn looking things, and they would get bigger when you'd shoot them, and they'd blow up into these little teeny guys that would come and eat you alive so you'd have to shoot them, and they have those things right there. And then they had like the zombie things. So it was always terrifying for me, because you have to get through the library to get to, so you have to follow Cortana, that little computer there, and she would take you around, but you would have to get through the library. And so that those things would come flying off the walls and things like that. So this was part of one of my favorite campaign modes. But when you're playing on Legendary, it's insane to get through this level. And it's always one of the hardest ones, I think, that has been rated in Halo. So this was definitely
You beat the game on Legendary?
No. Actually, I did once with my brother. I couldn't do it alone. I don't think I've ever beaten that game on Legendary. I mean, this level alone was just insane.
That doesn't take any credit away from you beating for your brother.
Right.
Beating Legendary on Halo, I don't understand that. I always wanted to do it, but it was just the skulls that you had to pick up, and you can only get in that mode. There was just some lore going on behind that I always wanted to get to, but I wasn't that good at Halo. I just could never do it.
I loved Halo. It was like, I played the first 3, and then that was, by then Call of Duty had came out, which is why I'm so heavily into Call of Duty. But yeah, Halo was definitely one of my favorite games of all time. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I got a question to ask before this bashing repeats itself. Question: did playing Halo, now that you're a huge Call of Duty fan, did playing Halo prep you in being able to play Call of Duty? Because one thing that my cousin taught me in playing this game, because I'd watch him play this, and he was like, "Yo, play it like how you see me play Halo. Like one of the biggest things that helped me with playing was especially the running dynamic because of how fast you have to move in here. And so that really helped with being able to stay on your toes and someone comes up, you can aim and then be able to shoot at the point you need to. Like, would you say that this aided you?
For sure, because I mean, if you were tuning in before when I was going against CP, I'm Khleo can vouch for this. I'm a very big movement player. I move constantly, which is what I got, especially from this level. Like you can't sit still. You have to keep moving, especially in Halo in general. Like you have to make checkpoints by a certain time in order to get to the spaceship to then go to the next level and everything. So yeah, I would definitely say that, especially because I am a movement player in general. I don't really like to camp, especially in Call of Duty. I think moving is better is when you kind of get too complacent and you see what I'm talking about, Khleo? Those things are just insane.
That's creepy to see them like just waddle over.
Yeah. And then when you'd kill them, they'd blow up into more little tiny things. And so, yeah, it was, but yeah, I would say yes, Will, to your question to answer.
So what you're saying is, had it not been for Halo and Xbox, that Call of Duty would not be where it's at today.
Counter-Strike.
No, I would say at least from personal experience, I probably wouldn't have been as, I wouldn't have transitioned as well into Call of Duty. But I think the transition was easy for me considering I was already well into this shooting game for the first 3 Halos. And then by then, like I said, the Call of Duty game had already came out and then those multiplayer levels were there. But I think what was so special for me about Halo is just like the campaign mode. Like you fall in love with Halo itself, like the story, you're in the campaign, you're a character, you get to experience all those kinds of things. And that's what, for me as a gamer, I love a good story. Like I love a good story. Yeah. That's what entices me to do story modes in gaming. So yeah.
You going with Price or Master Chief?
That's a tough one. I guess I'd go with Master Chief.
Yeah. I will say this: I played the hell out of Halo 2. I was in Halo 2 pretty deep.
I feel like that was the one for everybody.
Yeah, man. Halo 2.
Something about the melee in that game. Like that damn gun butt. I would just run around smacking people across the head.
Right.
Keep moving.
Multiplayer was so fun in Halo 2.
I'll just say the Master Sword. Which one had that?
Yes, the sword.
That's 2.
That's 2?
The sword was gnarly.
Is that the one that also has the flying bike?
Yep.
I think so. It wasn't.
I knew this day would come.
Here we go.
I knew this day would come.
Oh God.
Listen, Halo is actually a great game. I remember playing Halo and Halo 2. I didn't know I played 2 until you guys said, but I do remember having a lot of fun playing Halo. However, I hate this game because it is good, and it was like the Xbox's only original. Yep. It was like all they had almost. So it was almost like we were on Team PlayStation. Like, well, we have God of War, we have Uncharted, blah 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 blah. And it's like the only thing Team Xbox had to stand on was Halo, and you couldn't even be like Halo's trash. And that's that's why I think it was like such a growing hate for PlayStation people. Because it was like we knew it was good because we would play it, we'd be like, damn, this is actually really tight. Like, I remember was this still going on when internet cafes were?
Yeah, internet cafes were still popular.
Yeah, because this was first released, I think, in, what was it, Khadeem? Wasn't it 2000?
2000.
Yeah, I was like 2000, sure 2001.
Yeah, it was for sure early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like those eras for me kind of overlapped, and I think that like we were playing a lot of this multiplayer at the same time. But I remember being pretty decent at Halo, so I hate Xbox to death. But this is, I mean, I have to give it
buddy.
Right. This is a very solid game.
Yeah, it was nice.
For me, it's like me and Khadeem got a cousin who was like obsessed with Halo. Like he played online every single day. And hearing Morg talk about the campaign and like I know his name is Master Chief. I know that. I don't know how. Like I wouldn't be able to tell you because I didn't really ever get into the campaign of this game or the lore at all. Like arbitrators, what's the bad guy's name? Anyone? I don't know.
I didn't know there was there's a bad guy.
Well, I wouldn't call him a bad guy, but he's like a second character. And Halo 2, like they did a whole campaign where you play with Master Chief and the Arbiter, And and he was like an alien. And he made an appearance in Killer Instinct, which is dope.
Killer Instinct, I do remember that.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good in that game.
So look, people love it. I get it. You guys get another game coming out. What? It's not even with the launch.
It was supposed to be a launch day title.
How are y'all getting a new Xbox and you guys don't even get that game at launch?
Halo was
oh my god!
It was pushed back.
Nigga, we got
no
Valhalla, we got Assassin's Creed, bro.
That's for everything though. Well,
That's
I can buy
ported.
I'm so sorry. We don't have a small DLC of a game already out, and Miles Morales coming out as the exclusive.
Don't disrespect Miles Morales like that.
Is that really attached to the other Spider-Man game?
We don't know. They still. I'm just talking shit. I really.
Just talking.
I get it.
Well, all I'm saying is, what were they working on? Like what? Like you weren't ready day of with Halo because you had so many other games, other original titles.
What up?
Deadlines.
So can I be honest too as well? So here's also the reason why that can happen. Although they have their game ready, Xbox doesn't necessarily know all the components they're gonna put into their system and if it's gonna be compatible. And so
go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Khadeem, because you just.
I can just cut you off.
Look at Khleo face.
We do realize that this is the company Microsoft that has obviously Windows, which is all this Steam, all this stuff is running off actual PCs, correct? Like we do realize this is Microsoft, that company. Do you realize the last Halo actual game they've put out was in 2017? It was Halo Wars 2, which is a strategic. Like it's a tactical game. It's not really even.
It's not even the Halo game. It's a
Halo. It's a strategy.
Zombie Plants vs Zombies game.
When did God of War 3 come out? And how long was it until God of War came out?
Are you really comparing?
They changed the whole.
No, I'm just. I don't think a separation of games matter anyway. But since we just throwing apples and oranges out there,
that wasn't
God of War out there.
No, that wasn't really my point. I was also saying that Microsoft obviously makes computers, makes PCs. We run everything built on Windows operating system. So they knew, because even if they upgraded their system, it's literally built off the same exact system. You know what I mean? Like when you upgrade your PC, you just literally like swap out RAM, let's just say, or put a stronger processor in it. It literally is the same computer on the inside.
But you got to re-render all these games for it to fit that and power at maximum speed. That's what takes longer. You want that grass to flow so evenly no matter what you're doing, you got to go back in and render those things.
So the computer company had trouble with that before the launch date is what you're saying. And
no, who makes Halo?
Microsoft 343 Studios or 343 Industries makes it.
So I would think they would have to be making the adjustment. Again, this is all theory. I could be totally wrong. I'm just giving a logical reason as to why it may be pushed back. But I agree with y'all. You shouldn't be putting out a new system and not have your milestone there.
Flagship bearing.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the console.
But y'all ain't really got no flagship either. So there's that. You guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I take that back. You got Sackboy Adventures. That's right. You got Sackboy Adventures.
But I do agree. I think if you're going to release the new Xbox, like Halo should be ready to be released.
I mean, it was going to sell consoles. It would have sold consoles instantly.
It would have sold like crazy.
Yeah, for sure. It was like hot fire. So it was a missed opportunity for Microsoft.
It was. Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's fine. Like I'm still going to end up buying it. Like I'm not me and Pat are both on the same side of we're going to end up buying it no matter what.
Everybody's buying it. Everybody's getting it. I'm getting mine. I get it.
We just got to see like what like even for those that like how Pat said, you can't know it without hating on it.
Just don't hit, bro. Is there Morg, when you played this level as a kid, is there music playing or anything?
No, it's not like there's like it's not like music. Like I'm like when I think of music, I think of like, you know how like when you get in Call of Duty now they actually have legit music that we listen to playing. It's they have like their music for their game. There is sound and it's like spooky. It's kind of spooky.
And you gotta remember, bro, this is the first Halo.
This is the very first one.
I don't know.
Now the thing I did enjoy about the first one as well is like in the later levels of the first one, it introduces you to the vehicles, like the tank and like the car, which was
something like that.
Yeah, the Warhog. Thank you. And like I forget what the tank thing is called, but that's something that was really enjoyable for me as well, and we also connected through Call of Duty 2 with with the vehicles and stuff. It was fun.
I just wish that there was other stuff like hidden in this game. You know what I mean? Like if there was like Easter eggy type stuff or like things that were
There
it's
is.
like people years to. Oh, there is. Then I could be wrong.
No, there is, but it's almost impossible to get. Like it's on legendary. You find these skulls around the levels and stuff like that, but it's really hard to find. Like
But what the hell is the Halo in the first place? Is it a weapon? Is it that the
it's the
what is it?
It's like it's literally a halo, and that's like it's like the Sith, like that's like the what's the word I'm looking for? But it's literally a halo. That's why it's called Halo, and like that's where you're on, and you have to like defeat.
Yeah, it's literally a actual.
Like at the very end of like the last level of Halo, when you defeat it, you get on your little ship and you fly away, and then you see the Halo blow up.
Okay.
Which, therefore, you defeat Halo.
So did the Halo come back in 2?
So here's the thing. Apparently, from what I understand about the storyline, I think the first Halo is the last Halo. I think they've been working backwards this whole time.
Oh, so they Metal Gear Slug this thing.
That makes sense because the second one
This
Khleo!
is about to be Halo Series X.
Oh my god.
No, it's going to be Halo Master Chief Eater, okay? And that's going to be the third.
All right.
360.
You leave the team out of this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've been working backwards this whole time. Halo 5 is like the one that confirmed it, so.
So it's all like basically how it ended, and we're just seeing like how we got there.
Yeah.
So it's
nice.
just so weird. Everything else.
A little twist.
Yeah. All right.
I love this game. You can never tell me twice.
I don't
Pat,
like
you're
shooting
up.
little
Tell us
things.
what
It
game
is
defines
creepy.
you, man?
It is creepy to shoot little things. It reminds me of like face huggers and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Pat, you didn't go, right?
I did not go yet. I'll be quick and brief. This is one of the PlayStation classics. Very dark game. I am bringing the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Just by the title, you'd think that
Oh god.
emo with like that works at Topic or something. But this game was actually really, really dope. It was very dark. It was if you like the God of War adventure style of games, this was for sure like the precursor to this. You played as this dude. He was basically a vampire turned into this thing called a wraith. His name is like Raziel. I always called him Razel, but that's definitely not his name. It's like Raziel. And you're like the lieutenant. I'm literally reading this right now. You're the lieutenant to the vampire lord Kain. And you have like this scarf over your mouth. You have these claws. You have these dope like kind of like wings. And at the beginning of the game, your boss, the vampire lord, like rips the bones out of your wings and like tosses you into this lake of death. And you kind of get resurrected, and the whole game is like a whole revenge thing. So it's very similar to God of War, but it's
you're the Mark of Kain.
Oh yeah, there you go. It has like ties to folklore and probably religion, but
that's the symbol, like the little spiral. That's the Mark of Kain. That's one of them. And then there's another one that's shaped like an F.
What's the Mark of Kain?
The spiral is supposed to be one of the versions of the Mark of Kain, I believe.
No, I mean like what is the Mark of Kain?
Oh, like it's supposed to be like a symbol like that. It's like another omen. Like if you have the Mark of Kain, it's kind of like the black spot. Like that means like there's an evil that's coming upon you, and you're also given like some like give you like mythical powers and stuff like that.
Oof.
You remember Constantine?
Yeah.
You remember when he had the Spear of Destiny? How he was like indestructible. Some folks that can have like that's one of those things like that. If you're given that, you can have like those type of powers.
Oh, well, that's pretty on brand with this game. I'm sure that's very similar, because you see how like violent it is. You're impaling people, you're clawing people to death, and what's cool about it is like after you kill everything, you basically take your scarf and you take it off, and you get to take their soul. It's very, very God of War like. He kind of flies, and it's just a fun dark adventure game. And I remember really enjoying the story. I didn't know they had so many. Apparently there's like 5, but I just like kind of scary games like this. You're fighting all types of like ghouls and stuff. You can grab torches and light people on fire. It was just dark. definitely, you know, if your kid played this too much, you might want to check his backpack.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this game was fun. There's not too much to say about it. Storyline was dope. I think it still looks pretty cool. I would play a remaster for sure.
Have they remastered this, Khadeem?
Nah, the last game to come out was Defiance on the PS2 and
What?
Xbox. In 2000 and what year was that? Defiance 2003. So it hasn't been touched.
Oh,
since
he can
then.
pick that up?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So,
What?
So
What's
I just want to, before we even move on to that, the company Crystal Dynamics, I believe that's the same company that's making obviously Eidos was bought by Square Enix. That's the same company that's making Marvel's Avengers right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's the
X back in the day too.
exactly.
What's the new one that they just like that PS5 announced that everybody was like really happy to be like brought back?
Demon Souls?
Yeah, like so like why isn't this another one that's like put on there? Because I remember like when Soul Reaver 2 came out, it was massive. I'll never forget him like this on the PlayStation magazine, like Soul Reaver 2 coming.
Ooh, damn, I do remember that. I do remember that. That was cool. I remember the back in the day of video game magazines. It's just not a thing anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I remember Soul Reaver 2 also. This was on Dreamcast.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about this game, like, it just hasn't been talked about at all. Like, it's kind of just been pushed to the side. I guess because, I mean, Square Enix owns it now. So, you know, it's what Square wants to do with it.
But I always figured it was like I summed this up to them not really pushing it because it was kind of dark and you know like this as opposed to like Crash Bandicoot. I can see why you want to make
Crash.
that the head, but of your company. But it's like yo, you got God of War now, so it's like I was thinking this was like a good face, a good mascot, or at least a pillar for PlayStation. But for some reason, like they never made them.
It's almost like that Dante's. I don't know if anybody's ever played that game, Dante's Inferno, but it was almost like a test for God of War. It was based on the religious story of fighting your way out of the circles of hell, but it was literally like you were Dante and you were pushed into hell and you have to like fight your way back up, and it was very, very dark even by God of War standards. So if you were like into those type of games, then this would. And like adventure games, then you'd love this game. And there's like
I would say this.
puzzles in it too.
Yeah, no, the puzzles. I've actually probably beat about 2 to 3 bosses in this game. Apparently, he goes and beats his brothers. Well, he calls them his brothers. And when you go fight the bosses, and the bosses were hard as shit. The puzzles were very hard, so you can get lost in this game pretty damn easy.
Yeah, that was one thing people hated.
That's why I
about
quit
it.
this game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah.
I quit
Yeah,
this game
you're
because
watching
there
the
was
game,
no
yeah.
clear map of where you were supposed to be going. The caves all looked the same. Like there was nothing distinctively changing from room to room. So I just said the hell with it, bro. I put this
Right.
game down. As cool as it was, as great as the character looked, that intro video, like Khadeem was talking about earlier, is definitely iconic to this story. Like we've all seen it. He just gets his wings like broken and just tossed in there. Like I think that's so freaking dope and scary as hell. But I could never get really into this game because I just kept getting lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
lost pretty
These are
easily.
very
You can. And then too, like you said, like most people, like this was kind of ahead of its time because none of us would have thought, yo, he can lift this box. You just, you know,
Right.
you so used to, and then you're like, yeah, and then you just put, like you said, you'll put it away and you're like, yo, you just lift the box up the stairs, and then you're like,
Yeah.
Really?
I would
This
say
whole
this.
time?
I would say this: the last game, you actually on the team with the guy that breaks your wings. Y'all two pretty much team up. So Kain and Raziel, they
not fighting
actually.
anybody. This guy's not fighting anybody.
Oh,
He's
no,
not
yeah.
like showing us this game
This
at
is a
all.
speed run for him.
Right?
gotta be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All we saw him is him moving boxes. Like this is like the best U-Haul game of all time.
This is the beta to Death Stranding. This is what I'm
This is where I got it from.
If you like moving boxes,
I got a game for you.
Game for you. I'm like,
no, I
he ain't
promise.
reading one soul.
No. I don't know what assembly line 9-to-5 job level this was, but this is
You said
this
9
game
to
is
5.
definitely very violent and active, and I like his scarf a lot.
I think about to fight the boss right now. Yeah, here's one of the bosses.
I
I'm
would-
fighting this.
Oh
this
my
is one of the
God.
first bosses.
This would be great for a remake, like on the PS5.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because horror games back in that day, like I guess they would be scary at the time, but now it's just like you need graphics.
Yeah. Like imagine that up to date. That
I was going to
screen
say
right
that up to date would be insane.
It's messed up.
Look at
I
that.
don't even know. Are those his feet or his
I know. I'm
hands?
like, look at that. What is that?
Yeah.
Is it possible to skip
boss.
ahead to the fight?
Yeah, let me skip it out a little bit more so we can get into it. So
I
all
don't
you're supposed to
even-
do is pretty much run away from him and get him caught up in like in these rooms and pretty much like
Crash
skewer him to
Bandicoot
death.
style?
I thought he was gonna fight.
Yeah, how do you go back to manual labor?
Here you go. No, he's fighting it right now. Watch. You're gonna see. You're gonna see what you have to do. He's holding the damn
Oh, I
lever
see.
right
Kinda
now.
feeling like that Star Wars.
Exactly.
Oh, I
so
see
he's
what-
about
yeah.
to push the lever. To
So you're a dead Home Alone. That's what you're doing.
Pretty
I
much.
mean, you think you can go toe to toe with that big ass
This-
thing? You see how
this
big that
guy-
thing is?
Don't ask
Oh,
for
hell.
that.
Look at that
Don't
thing.
trade it.
Whoa.
Don't ask for that.
Nah.
Got him.
I
Boom.
don't do,
Oh, yeah.
I don't do good with things.
Oh
with
my
tails.
god.
Oh my god, his whale kind of freaked me out.
He,
The way
he
it
just
looks,
has-
just
Yeah, he just has like a what is that? His spine that's just dragging.
yeah.
At this point, yeah. No, but yeah, this is the first boss. So you pretty much have to do that over and over again to kill the first boss. So
Oh, he's not dead. Oh, wow.
Oh god, I thought he'd be dead.
Back at it.
it's number one.
I could, man. This
First
is
boss.
this.
This is the first boss in the game.
Jesus.
Never even seen
Oh.
this.
I actually did it, bro. Like I said, I beat 2 to 3 bosses in this game, so I put some time in.
I put
There's a
some
lot of boss
time.
moves.
I don't think I beat this game at all. There's probably no way I did, but I don't know. Eidos had like a little hot streak at that time, and they were putting out like a lot of good games. So
Yes, indeed.
there you go.
All right. Well, thank you for presenting your game, Pat. It's now about that time to get into all of our fun parts of this show. Play, download, delete, and obliterate. So, Morg, as I explained to you before, I'll explain again. Play, download, delete is like F, Marry, kill. Out of the
Right.
games that we've discussed today, out of the 4, you are going to pick which one you would play soon as you get off of here. Which one you would download right now, save in the library, which one you would just delete, you weren't really feeling it, and which one offended you so much that it was brought here today that you want to play it and the other versions that it's had out of existence. Thanos snap.
Okay. I have
So-
to right now. We're
No,
doing this
we're
now?
gonna let Pat say anything.
Oh, I was like, oh god, give me some time to think. All right.
Pat, what's up?
Go ahead, Pat.
I also knew this day would come. I didn't know it would be on the same day.
Oh god.
Oh man, I have butterflies. I'm almost nervous. Okay.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Okay. Ooh, this is a good Sunday. I am going to play Left 4 Dead. Because I mean that just looks fun. I also like how the guns look in that game. I'm going to download Ultimate Ninja Heroes. Cause I mean that looked pretty dope too, and if I didn't have to do it handhelds, pretty strong.
Hey, got a PS TV now, Pat. Just let me know. I can...
God, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to savor the moment. All right. I am going to delete Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, because
come on.
who cares, right? But then I finally get the chance to
Disrespectful.
obliterate
This is so disrespectful.
Khleo, because that Thanos snap would eliminate Xbox. There's no way they would have stayed afloat. They would
That's
never have stayed afloat.
crazy.
And
Call of
now
Duty
we
would happen.
live in just this perfect utopia that's just Nintendo and PlayStation. Everybody's getting along. Nobody's fighting each other. Everybody's just like, yeah, I like Nintendo. Yeah, I like PlayStation. Just a gamer's warm and cuddly dream.
But isn't
So,
the whole
yeah.
point of being a gamer is supposed to be competitive anyway? You know?
That is true. I feel like Nintendo and PlayStation might turn on each other too at some
It
point.
depends. You play multiplayer or single player, but you know that's neither here nor there.
My heart hurts on that one.
I'm sorry, Morg. I'm sorry.
My heart hurts.
I like Halo, but this was just too big of an opportunity.
Right. All right, Khleo.
He had to take it.
Khleo, what about yourself, sir? Are you ready, or would you like a little more time?
No, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, man. I'm going to play Soul Reaver. I'll give it a chance as an adult. I'm gonna play Soul Reaver. I'm gonna download Left 4 Dead.
This is just disrespectful.
I'm going to delete Naruto and Ninja Heroes because there's a 2 and 3.
I'm out of here.
And I am going to Thanos snap bazooka, set it on fire with pyro and napalm, snap Halo out of existence. I never need
The
to
disrespect.
hear
I can't.
Steve coming in and talking to the little blue girl. Get that out of here. It's a wrap. It's obliterated.
Her name's
Out
Cortana.
of this. You
Fine.
leave
Her name's
out of
Cortana.
this.
Leave her alone. Cortana. You
It's
be
the
nice to
same
her.
thing that Windows actually calls their voice acting or their voice assistant
Yes.
now. Go look, open up your Windows right now and say, "Hey Cortana." Guess
Yep.
what?
And
She'll
she's
pop up.
gonna talk to you.
No, nigga, that
Yep.
shit just popped up. Stop. That shit just popped up.
Yep.
too.
See,
Stop.
Cortana. That's her.
She just thought. She just like, how can I help you?
You know what I'm saying?
What? Why? What is?
Cortana?
It's pretty much silly.
Don't act like
right?
Siri makes sense. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Siri sounded like a robot. Cortana seems like they're like, are they pandering to?
Cortana
us?
was a robot. She was like a
It
little
sounds
floating.
like a robot.
Yeah.
And Halo.
Cortana.
Yeah. If you see the symbol too, the symbol makes it look like that too.
Stop
So
disrespecting. There you go.
Bye.
Cortana.
Okay. Morg, would you like to go?
Now, am I not supposed to pick my own game?
No, this
Play?
is up to you.
Follow
This
me.
is full.
No, I
however
deleted
you-
my own game.
Okay. I would right now, wait, so it's play, download, delete, obliterate. I would play right now. I would play Halo. I love that game forever and always. You can never take that away from me. I would download, I'd probably give Left 4 Dead a try. I think if I had a solid people to play with, I would definitely do Left 4 Dead. And the only reason why I say that is because I was really never into anime, so that's why I would delete Naruto. Is Naruto, right?
Yep. That's
Yeah,
what it
and
is.
then
It's not.
I-
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Don't listen to him.
Yeah,
Don't
it
listen
is.
to Will.
Listen to
He'll
Will.
get you hurt.
Naruto.
It's Naruto.
That and chocobos. Right? That's what it's called.
And then I would obliterate Soul Reaver only because, I mean, I guess it would, maybe it would change to maybe delete if the graphics were up. But as far as like getting lost and things like that, I couldn't really see myself play that game. But yeah, definitely playing Halo and downloading Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of it doesn't have a lot of universal appeal.
Yeah.
I don't think there was like
It wasn't my
a
style.
lot of kids flocking to Soul Reaver. Definitely not.
Right? All right, so I am up to go. So of course, play off the top is going to be Left 4 Dead. Kind of glad that all around that was in the top 2 of these. Surprisingly, I'm going to download Halo. I want to check out what the original Halo was because I always mix up Halo 1 and 2. And just like Pat, there's a time that comes around when you just get that sweet moment. Now I'm gonna delete Soul Reaver just because I don't want it to go anywhere. I think it's a great game and it should get a remake. But just because of this, I want to obliterate this old whack ass think they are DBZ ain't nowhere near video game. Knock them all out because what's this little piece right here they got on here?
Their headband.
Headband? I aim for that. That's what I aim for.
That's where you're lost? The headband?
No, I tried to legit give that story a chance, and that shit kept putting me to sleep, yo. Every time I kept falling.
A lot of filler. There's a lot of filler episodes. But
even the action ones, I was like, yo, I don't get what's going on.
the
Like, it's
Rock
just,
Lee versus Garo fight is like top 5 MMA fights ever.
but is it better than Gohan versus Cell?
There's almost nothing better than Gohan and Cell.
There's almost nothing better.
That's it. She. But my bad.
Okay. I feel like I've been conditioned by Netflix to watch seasons that are 8 to 12 episodes. So it was really tough getting into anime as an adult because saying like, yo, 600 episodes of anything is a tough sell because you're sort of like used to like moving forward. So like, I will agree, like it is very like, you have to kind of put a lot of hours into it. So I could see why, but I mean, I like it. I thought it was pretty good.
I like My Hero Academia. I think that's good, but it just started though too. So it's like I got a chance to get in it. Like just how you said, One Piece is like 3,400 episodes and they still going, and I'm just like, okay, I clearly missed this train.
Train been gone.
Right. But, ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of Games That Define Us. Before we get out of here, we want to thank our special guest, Model Morg. And now we want to make sure that you let everyone know where to find you, what you got coming up. The floor is yours.
You can find me on twitch.tv/modelmorg. My Instagram is model.morg. Obviously not spelling out dot, literally the period. So model.morg. My Twitter is _modelmorg. And as far as things that are coming up, just a lot of streaming and just getting prepped for future modeling jobs that I have and training sessions. But aside from that, that's about it.
All righty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we'd like to thank Khadeem, the tech guy, for always laying down, coming through with the graphics, keeping us straight. Make sure that you subscribe to the Arcade Tokens YouTube, Twitch, turn on your notification, like these videos. That way you stay up to date with us. Follow all of our personal streams as well. Twitch.tv/Khleo Thomas, /Patrick Cloud, /Cathadius, and of course /Will Pharaoh. You can see one of us almost every single day on Twitch, so you ain't gotta miss out. As always, we've been the Arcade Tokens. I am the anomaly Will Pharaoh.
Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And we will catch you next time.